الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن استنى بسنتهم وتبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد، رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. رب لا تؤاخذني بما يقولون واجعلني خيرا مما يظنون واغفر لي لما لا يعلمون. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, all praise and thanks belong to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Lord of the universe, the Lord of mankind, our creator, our sustainer, and our provider. No other God nor they except Him alone. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Na'inna the King of the Day of Judgment, will they ever watch over you, your actions, your intentions. You know your day, you know how long you did now, and you know the day when you return to them and get all the knowledge. Again, may the peace and blessing be upon the last and final messenger of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They ask Allah, the one with the full and footstep, the Muslims, let God forgive them all and grant them all Jannah to Firdaus.
Amen.
We, the one them body as of today, we're fortunate for enjoy this Ramadan. But they ask Allah meet with one body, let God make you left with one body.
Amen.
So they ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let God guide we all and guide me picking up one of this community here. And let God bless you all as a Jama'ah, as a family. May Allah accept everything we do for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So brothers and sisters in Islam, as I promised yesterday, we'll go to one of the most popular surah, the most popular stories in the Quran. It's nothing new to all the Muslims today. We are born Muslims. The stories they are, by the way, they come before we, they narrate them to we. But each student of knowledge and each scholar gets in your way for translate this chapter in the Quran. So brothers and sisters in Islam, time not do justice for explaining everything about the beauty of this Quran and the surah itself. We just want to summarize them and get knowledge out of them. And let us understand, brothers and sisters in Islam, the story of Allah is different from human story. If you look at the story and the time when they reveal our brothers and sisters in Islam, this can be a wake-up call for which human being, where you go through difficulties, let you always know no matter what, Allah will come to your aid. At the time when this revelation and this story and this chapter they come to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if they go through three difficulties in his life, they call that moment today as the moment or the time of sorrow, the year of sorrow. The one will be the supporter internally, financially, when and wealth. That year they got taken life. And this, the woman, this we all know today as Khadija, they got sorry for him. We support him and accept this message. Give him all the love and support he deserve for deliver this message. I make the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say, if I enjoy this world, pray God, let God give you good man. Let God give you good man in this community here. And let the same God give you good man in this community here.
Amen.
So this grief, it means so much for him. Again, he never go through that moment. He lost his uncle, where be the protector. At any time when they were attacked because of his sake and his status and the community. Brothers and sisters in Islam, your uncle did not for him. Even though brothers and sisters in Islam, and uncool not to be Muslim. And because of their support there, brothers and sisters in Islam, you get scholars that when they say, yes, if a non-Muslim Kafir can help you, you can help him. You can do a business with a non-Muslim. Because the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam do business with non-Muslims. And again, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala rewarded him. Even though he died as a non-believer. And the reward where Allah gave, because the amount of punishment for punish him, but because of the goodness and the protection where he gave Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Allah reduced him. So brothers and sisters in Islam, when you do good, it doesn't matter who you are, Allah will reward you. It's just different. So in your punishment, the sandal will God just forget the day of judgment. That's what I get for God all the way when I pray. And these are just the easy parts for Allah here, just because they protect Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They go through that. And one of the last instances where we remain with him and we the Muslims, they come to him saying, we don't tie, which you became, to cousin, to nephew, what the one who call himself Muhammad, the last messenger, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And this is the moment where he said, okay, I don't hear you when I comment. If when I take the sun, when I put it on the right hand, and take the moon and put it on the left hand, I don't get ever left this job and this message. Brothers and sisters in Islam, they were heartbroken. Because this will be the last one. But brothers and sisters in Islam, they still come back for another round to run. Now, he tell them, he said, I know what's in me for. Because they come for camp briber. Or Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, whatever you want in this life, they cure. Money, fame, popularity. And this is where the Imams are for land. You can sell your message for $10 for satisfy any human being in this world. This is where the scholars, they always remind we where Allah bless for need not for deliver this message. Not sell your status, or fear Allah for deliver a message. It doesn't matter if they bribe you and they give you gold. Deliver the message of Allah. The message of Allah states, no one not forbid that you're responsible for this message. They come for come bribe with man, woman, and king, woman and status, money and fame. Let God guide we, the imams them and the human being at this present moment, and come to take our opportunity for they walk away from and let God make that opportunity come for Yusuf. And look at them. They say, I get good news for them. So they just feel say the good news when they can't tell them, they go make them happy. So he tell them, so the only thing I need from una just say La ilaha illallah. No other God no be except him. But this become the bone of contention between him and the people of Quraysh. That may not seem like God make everything. But the problem what they get is why one great God will solve me one whole problem. And this is the belief. If you see the scholars and they get honor and respect for the non-Muslims, and one of the reasons they stand firm on their disbelief, they will be hypocrites. And we, the Muslims, get for learn from that. Then die with a belief or say they get for worship idol till they meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, no change. Then stand strong with their belief. And they just believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make them. But the Lord will get the intermediary between them and Allah. When they call them God, they call Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They don't change. When they meet in uncool, and one of the things, brothers and sisters, I don't want to see what time believe in what they believe. It comes to them. The message meter said, go meet your cool. In time, don't come very close. So brothers and sisters in Islam, they come to your cool. It's the only thing I want from you. You don't want to pray. You don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. The only thing what I want you to see now today in this deathbed, just say La ilaha illallah. Brothers and sisters in Islam, a look around, the big man them, the brother, or the old man at this meeting, and they would always ask and encourage each other, surround yourself with good Muslim brothers, where they will guide you. A look at the prophets, a look at the message, a look at the people that were there around them, in your body them, in your body them. A look at him picking them. Guess what he said? He said he not go left this religion. Because if he died, people are going to make fun of him picking and go say he died as a coward. Brothers and sisters in Islam, Lord, be careful to believe what we get. Where some of you say, me na this I they do. You get Muslim on the proud say, me I they pray, but this I don't go stop for dua, I don't go left for dua. And this can be destruction. Let God guide me from that topic. You know the challenge Allah. When you they ask Allah, let God, Allah guide you. But not tonight before Allah, oh Allah, may I pray. But I don't ever stop woman business, I don't ever stop my business. Allah, give me out for that, use her money, use her for free. Let God guide me from that challenge with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And with all the support, brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah take a life. A time for ask Allah, let Allah forgive her. Allah revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, it not befitting for you, for any Muslim, when somebody died as a non-believer, you ask God, let God forgive her. So we were then asked today, what would they hide with family members, their religion, for say they don't turn to non-Muslim, the one and die will take money, will give the imam. You're not part of the problem, not a part of the solution. You pray God for them where they are alive, but where they don't die, we'll not hand over to the group that we belong to. And we here for stand for justice. And some of you Muslims, they threaten the imams them. You for pray for them. But if you not say not to be Muslim, walk away. Let the one that will be blown with the hand that to it. They don't go left eye rotting. They go pray for them. Or they go firm way for prayer. Allah said no. He died as a disbeliever. If you go back to the story of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, when he walk away from Ipa, he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, let me get knowledge. He asked Allah, let God guide Ipa. He prayed for him, let God forgive him. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, at the end, he tell him, so Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, I don't will ever forgive you because he died as a disbeliever. He not only worship what I think, worship what he had commanded, let not worship one idol. And therefore come in the day of judgment. And therefore come in front of Allah and Ibrahim. Ibrahim therefore asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, oh Allah, I want that you forgive me and give Jannatul Firdaus. Allah, they tell Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, may Jannatul Firdaus na haram on any human being who worship what they want to me. This is the beauty of Islam and the beauty of story and the beauty of beliefs and the commandment of Allah. It will never change. It will always remain the same Muslims. So brothers and sisters in Islam, this is the second sadness we'll meet up. The third sadness, brothers and sisters in Islam, after where the non-Muslims them, they don't try all kind of way, they don't able. Brothers and sisters in Islam, they boycott them. Oh, now they are about economic sanction. This is the moment. They think they don't exist. But when we the Muslim and the land, you could not see this economic shall not to America starter. It will not in existence. They boycott Muhammad Sallallahu for almost 3 years. They don't do business with them. They don't greet them. They don't do nothing with any Saudi Muslim. They don't deal with them. Muslim and can buy food for them. They sell and give them. For make them suffer. This is the moment I decide for travel at 5 for go seek support. One of the greatest humiliation and disgrace where human being can ever encounter and suffer from He suffered from the people of 5. They look low upon unto a point they tell us, God knows you, nobody for make a prophet pass you. Other than you. Well, if you are prophet, me no see you. At the end of the day, they call the young beginning who bought them for cast stone. They stone and take the blade. They come out with a disgrace just for deliver this message of Allah to all of you. On your way, brothers and sisters in Islam, go cool off under a tree. And this is the moment Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent Angel Jibril and the angel of mountain. He said, "Oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam." He said, "I didn't have to do with the angel of the mountain. What's what I do for you? Already, if you want, let them 2 mountains there. Let them shake and destroy the whole people of 5. All we need from you, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just give you the okay. We will do it." And then look at them. And look at them. And look at the opportunity for destroying them. And this is where we learn sometimes, Muslims. You look at what it will do to you. You look at life. You look at the woman who know you don't do nothing left you. Look at the man who know you don't do nothing left you. You choose Allah and pray God for him. Let God guide that person. And this is the issue Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, "Oh Allah, left them. If they not believe them, begin and go believe me." If Allah want to destroy them, they just need Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Say yes. But brothers and sisters in Islam, they walk away. This are the third disgraces. But brothers and sisters in Islam, are true, they always last. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, look at the grief. And look at the pain where you go through. And look at his situation. Not cannot support. Allah will remind them. He remind them with the 12th chapter of the Quran when I saw to Yusuf. For console them. For tell them, "Oh Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if you feel say you suffer, I want to give you stories that wouldn't come before you, and prophets that wouldn't come before you, wouldn't suffer than you. If you didn't complain, then beat you time." So what an answer today. If you feel say somebody don't disappoint you, think again. Get people don't disappoint, but nothing will happen to them. And talk small about it, just vex the whole world, you know. Nothing will happen to you. Now one great person to you back. One great woman left you. One great man left you. Begin turn to Christian, the whole world, you know, you cry. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell the prophets, I know the mission was anybody. I'm not saying not easy. But if you ever feel sick, you go through difficulties. Now I will give the story of Surah to Yusuf. I will give one by one by one. I will explain to you. This is not the longest surah. I don't get nothing except a story about a man called Prophet Yusuf alayhi salatu wasalam. But you don't come into existence like that. If you go back to the lineage, it starts from Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it make like married Sarah. Unfortunately, they don't begin picking. In the Sarah brothers and sisters in Islam, now you come there and say, okay, well, if you're not there for born again, marry the slave woman. But brothers and sisters, don't be careful. The woman is if one go married. Well, like try for married, let you away from her. They took out of vexation. Where it married Hajar, you get jealous of her because they need all the attention. And we all know that this community. When they want at 60 years, they want at 80, they get more attention. Let God accept them from you.
Amen.
So, brothers and sisters in Islam, we begin to pay attention to Hajj. Until brothers and sisters in Islam, they born for him when Ismail. But Allah, brothers and sisters in Islam, Allah did tell me the story there. He turned to Allah, he pray God to Allah. For not God give and picky, one Sarah. At one time, it's not. Prophet Lot At that time, in people them don't start this gay life. So it's our brothers and sisters in Islam and people that show up and want. And not even yourself an angel them. But he suspects them. This is not ordinary people then. And they can't get news. Also, not worry, Sarah for the born picking. And I believe that much. But he believes in God. So brothers and sisters, in time, as long as you are alive, whatever dream you get, don't you ever give up until they put you in a grave. Don't ever say, I don't in America for 100 days, I'm not going to succeed. Nobody will ever tell you that one and not believe it until they tell you. Allah is the provider. Whatever you will become down the road has been written by Allah, it will never change. So brothers and sisters in Islam, where are Sarah born? That is how. So brothers and sisters in Islam, Ismail in lineage, now he come all the way to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are the Arabs. Ishaq in lineage, now he come to all the way to that, to Yaqub. Who born Yaqub? Brothers and sisters in Islam, Ishaq, when are the father? Who Yaqub born? Now in the story we talk about today, Una Yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam. In fact, there was a rivalry between them. Between Ishaq, because the Jews on that part they take Ismail, they take the parts of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Just because Ismail in Mamana Hajar, that be slave, again the Jews say, the Jews that as Muhammad say, they not go follow a slave in grand picking. And because of that, brothers and sisters in Islam, some of you, the idea will get all the way back on Muslim getting now, they ever change. It doesn't matter if we bring the truth. Because of that, they say no. Even though the message is not the truth. So when you look at Yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam, before Allah starts the surah, it tells we the human being, or Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, this Quran are relevant to you in Arabic language for them to understand. And this is one thing the Prophet says. For respect Arab man for three things. The Quran and Arabic language. The prophets and Arab. And the day of judgment we all therefore speak with him Arabic language. So I respect Arab man for that. So you get scholars that would like, why in Arabic? One of the reasons Allah did what he wants. Inna Allah yaf'alu ma yurid. Inna Allah yaf'alu ma yasha. Another one. Number two, Allah want let the Prophet be grateful to Allah for saying, I choose you among the Arabs. The Quran there inside Arabic language. You for be grateful to me in the first place. And una the Arab man they will deny Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This Arabic language come inside your language. Una for be grateful for that. Imam Malik, when they teach his students them inside Medina, and the prophets in mosque. Anybody who can talk other language, will not to Arabic, they kick you out because you want to maintain the Arabic language. And even when Abu Hanifa, Imam Malik, and other Imams they come, they say Kutuba for remain in Arabic. So Arabic language no go away. It become argument, but Imam Abu Hanifa say you for translator. And why he say that? When Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam sent a letter to the Emperor of Rome for them to accept Islam, the Emperor didn't know Arabic at that time. They therefore translated Quran into Latin. That's where the translation of the Quran started. You look at the beginning of Surah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent this Quran in Arabic for me to understand them. Other books that don't come before Quran were not to Arabic. You get books that come in Hebrew. Again, the other kind Aramaic. Again, another other kind is Shiek. Well, Allah do what He wants. He choose Muhammad as Arab, and at the same time, He come with the Quran inside Arabic language. Allah said, "Oh Muhammad, and all the Muslims around the world, and they send to una, and they narrate to una the best of all stories." Because brothers and sisters in Islam, when they could enjoy the story of Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, it's because of what he go through. When I say that you get faith or that you believe in Allah, then they narrate it to in your story for that you understand. For them you understand about difficulties. For them you enjoy Islam. Islam will take you back to people that want to come before you and then sacrifice for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah they come against for remind you let not give up on Islam. For remind you let not give up just because you go through difficulties. For remind you of the prophets when they come before you, the amount of difficulties when they come, when they go through. Allah they always puts their story there in place. Muslims, for them to understand. You look at the beginning of the surah to the end. Allah, they tell you, it doesn't matter a Muslim, how people are maltreating at this world here, becoming justice to you. At the end of the night, they always last. If one of the Muslim will be an impatient and wait for the true time. This is that you get from Surah Yusuf. It doesn't matter. When the enemies, in your brothers, and they make the coup against them. One beautiful verse what Allah said to all of us today. He said, "Oh Yusuf, you inside the water well. I'll go one day make them know what you do to you say wrong. I'll go one day make them know." And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stand by His promise and make them know say they do and bad, they prostrate in front of Him. So what do the land now to what at the end of this story to their brothers? It doesn't matter what they do to you. Not say nothing. And put your trust in Allah. Allah will always fight for you Muslims. What you get for belief. But Allah will always fight for righteous. Not do you copy bad, somebody bad do you bad and expect. The problem is somebody do you bad, they say do you bad, they ask Allah but God halak that possible. It's not possible. Somebody better said no better, case closed. What's he going to ask Allah for God halak it possible? No. Allah will only give righteous to the people that they deserve, what they are rightful in this world. Allah will give them victory. It doesn't matter how long it lasts. The enemies of Islam come after Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They all been planned for destroying that. Allah take the all that. I've not even mentioned it. But Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will come with the truth. His name will always mention until the end of the world. So brothers and sisters in Islam, these are just a few introductions of the story we're about to extend until next week. Brothers and sisters in Islam, the difficulty will continue. The difficulty is there inside this Ramadan. But if you, the cry about the thirst and the angry, go in another country where they fast for 18 to 20 hours. Go and ask about the people that they come before you, how they struggle for fast. When I ask about the story of grandpa them, the salon, how they keep fast and how they cut fast. Water to water. Some people have water them use just for cut fast and continue the next thing. Let God give you the patience and understanding, and let God give you Jannah to Firdaus. Allahumma Rabbana atina fid dunya hasanah wa fil akhirati hasanah wa qina adhaban nar. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun alal mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin.